the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you can look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches, they've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
They face second down and 7. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Stafford. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They run over center with Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the football at their own 40.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. Fifth season as quarterback, but Greg just his second as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Back to the sideline and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Rams offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He finds Kupp along the out route.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
2nd down, it's Stafford. He'll find his rookie wide out from Texas. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This one is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
To the air again, Stafford. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Again, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but
it is brought in the end zone. Demarcus Robinson. Touchdown, LA.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Joshua Carney comes out now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Packers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Here's Jacobs. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. This one taken in by Parkinson. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, LA.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A first down throw for Stafford.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Stafford to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with first and 10. Love to throw. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Taking off. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does, takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love quickly out to Watson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To throw is Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Packers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throw it on third down, Stafford. Open man, right side. He's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Rams first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be caught along the sideline. Good work there. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's gotta be a gotta-have-it best play call. You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's got it inside the 5. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. To try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. From a little closer, here's second and goal. One more time for Williams. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point from Party is good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Packers offense is going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught downfield, Dobbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Love to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll go play action with Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw is Love. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. Now Love. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. He gets it to go, and the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. In motion, Reed. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. To throw is Love. A quick slant, looked in by Watson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Packers.
Here's Love. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
In trouble, and down he goes. The rookie, Jared Verse, fighting his way in to record the sack.
And what stands out the most about Verse, Mike, is really just his consistent production at the college level. I mean, his last 3 seasons, all over 9 sacks. He's got explosive hands, really good feet, and it's that first step to get on the offensive lineman so fast that allows him to win so often. They've got themselves a pretty physical pass rusher here in Los Angeles.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Stafford. He finds Cup along the out route.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete. It's Cup again. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That veteran combo, Stafford and Cup, do it again, hooking up for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Cup in motion. It's another run here for Williams. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They go play action with Stafford. This one is caught by Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now a 1st down throw for Stafford. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a 3rd and 2. Play action now for Stafford. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he will have the 1st down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. Again, it's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. They went for it all on that one, and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Second down throw for Love. No one around Watson, wide open. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Now he takes off. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, Love. Toward the outside, catch made by Watson. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. The man in motion is Watson. They'll run here. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. This quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight. He's going to try to take it in on his own, but not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll stick to the ground. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. To return, it's Nixon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action with Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Love. To the left side, in the hands of Watson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. The Rams use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll go for it. Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have a Packers, and he's going to have the Jets.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
The defense still with all three timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. So, it's a win for the Packers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.